Okay, I think I'm bright. I think I'm clear. Alright, let me know. Let me know. Before we start, yes, I do look crusty. That is, you know, it's Tuesday night, okay? Have forgiveness, okay? But I may not have mascara on, but I still did this little half full face for y'all. So if you're here, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Have respect, okay? Please subscribe. But anyway, it's actually been a minute. I know I posted for my birthday this little fun, creative letter to me, Nisa 2.0 video. Check it out if you haven't. But I haven't like sat down and talked to y'all in quite a minute. Life's been happening. Your girl is, well, how do I want to phrase? I don't want to too quickly summarize what's been happening, because those are video ideas. But yeah, no, life's been happening. So she's back, she's steady. She's in a new spot since you last saw me. She's out here surviving and ready again to talk. So welcome to the video. In the past 2 months, I know I haven't been like creating on here, but I have been creating, right? I've been painting a lot. You guys can't really see it because it's kind of like out of the perspective of the video, but you want to grab and take it down? You know what, for you, baby, I will take it down. This is my BB. This is my painting of my book cover, Uneasy. If you want to see what the actual book cover looks like, go down in the description box and I will tag it where you can look at it and buy it if you want to. But yeah, I painted her this weekend. I painted another one. That one's not as deep to take down, but it's another black queen with a dreaded updo. I was trying a little something. And a shirt that says no with a heart. So she's creating. I did a workshop since I last talked to you, poetry wise, of the healing of Black women, right? And like how to do that and manifest that through creativity, specifically poetry. So she's been creating, right? But I'm not gonna lie and say it hasn't been difficult. It has. I had a conversation recently on a radio show that I was asked to be a part of about Black joy and Black creation during the resurgence of BLM, right? And that isn't a conversation I've explicitly had. It's something I've thought about. You know, I remember the video I made about like stop making compassion for Black lives trendy, which will be everything gonna be in the little eye in the little description. Just look everywhere, search, okay? But yeah, I remember having that conversation with you all and thinking about just what video can I make after that? Like, can I go back to talking about stupid shows on Netflix? Can I go back to talking about the new hit song, the latest in Black pop culture? Like, how do you just transition, you know? And I realized that in the Black community, we often have very little forgiveness or allowance for joy during very difficult times, specifically in our community. You know, the summer, a lot of public tragic things happened, and not to glorify it and its newness, because it's not new. Shit happens every day, you know what I'm saying? If not every day, every week at least. You know what? Every day. That's what I actually believe. But it's just hard to talk about something comedic or do stupid shit like paint, you know what I'm saying? Not stupid, it's not stupid, but it's just like things that feel irrelevant compared to these bigger, grander issues. It's difficult, especially if the expectation is, you know, use your talent, use your art as activism. Like nobody, or rather everybody should be using their art, using their talent to fight for change, you know? But what if I like to paint mountains? What if I, you know, I just do cool hairstyles sometimes, or, you know, I like makeup or poems about the birds, you know, like what happens when your natural creation, your natural style of creation is now made to be invalid for a given time. Like that creates a block, like an artistic block. You know, for writers, I'm a poet, we say writer's block, but like for any kind of art, for any kind of creation, it creates this blockage for your invention, for the making of things, because it's very streamlined what you're allowed to make, right? And if you're not making that, or if you're focusing on other things, are you really for the people? You really about us? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just very difficult to balance everything at once. And I think that's a conversation that needs to be had. I think we need to make new rules and set new standards for what is the quote-unquote proper response when we all as a community are going through something very painful. The first point explicitly that I want to make is that everyone's going to have a different response to different events, to different happenstances, to different occasions of life, right? Maybe for some people, for tragedy, they don't want to be active on social media. Maybe they need to be quiet. Maybe they need that time to grieve and mourn and process, right? Maybe for someone else, they want to talk to people. You need to talk it out. You need to get your feelings out and just be able to express in the best way you know how, which might be communication, right? Verbally. Maybe that person is calling you all the time. Maybe they talk to them. Maybe even if they don't want to talk about the problem, they just want to talk. They just want to connect with someone, right? Maybe that's how they deal with it. Maybe you have another person who goes straight into typical activist mode, right? So like maybe they're posting on social media, they're popping up on all the protests, writing letters to their local politicians, calling government offices, right? Maybe that's their way to feel like they have purpose in this time when direction feels like it's been lost. Maybe you have someone who wants to do nice things, give back. Maybe you have someone who dives into volunteering or doing good deeds, right? To create this sort of balance in their life. You know, I'm giving all these examples, but at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have a different response. And you as someone with one unique response shouldn't be looking at someone else who has another unique response and be like,
you're not doing enough. I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless the response is hate, unless it's harm, you know, I really don't believe that we should be so judgmental of each other and how we decide to react to an experience. I think it's really important that we allow ourselves the space and the time and the forgiveness to just act and to be human in those moments in whatever way that humanity presents itself. Yogurt break, sorry. That was good. Yeah, that's good. I know it's always a tense subject when someone's response is happiness or delight. Well, not delight, like specifically in response to a situation, but just daily delight. Still learning to enjoy and love life even through the tough times. I feel like that is a more shat upon, so to speak, response towards community pain. And I know it's like, you know, we're kind of like diving into, you know, Black joy is my resistance. Black joy is how I fight back, you know. Not me scratching. I'm trying to... Anyway. No, but like we try to radicalize this joy, right? And why does that have to be radical? Why does it have to be a statement to be joyful as Black people? Why would we even want to articulate just this? What kind of? Oh, baby, it's 6:45. She gotta go in like 10 minutes. My bad. But yeah, like, why would we want to frame our joy in like as a response and not just like a common constant? For me, so like I said, I was on that radio show that I was telling you about, and you know, after the mics were off, we were offline, cameras cut. We spent some time, me and my friend Ablin, great person. We spent some time talking about spirituality and about like, let's dive deeper into joy. In my opinion, and mind you, everyone's definition is their own, right? I mean, certain things, there's just solid definitions, but everyone's interpretation of a word or an experience, like, that's my own, right? So I'm here to offer mine. My idea is that joy should not be a form of resistance or disruption or protest. Hear me out, because you're not going to go on to say. Well, no, you are, but you just got to wait for it, right? Okay. But I think that joy should be like the baseline, right? Like happiness, celebration, excitement, like, I don't know any more words to describe just like a extreme, happy, jolly feeling, right? Like, those can be your resistance. Those could be like a response to something, right? Those could be something that you make the intention to still feel and to experience even in tough times. But your joy, happiness, you know, celebration, all those words I just mentioned, that's the weather. Your joy, the climate. You follow me? Like, your joy should be like, it should be your evergreen. It should be your baseline, your foundation, something you can always lean back on and depend on, right? And rely on. Like, I don't think Black joy should be a response to anything. I think we should just have our joy. And that's not me trying to gatekeep Black joy, because that's the whole point of this video. I hate when people do that. Don't tell me this is your response to this situation. If you're not giving this response, you're not, no. Don't interpret my emotions and my responses for me, right? And that's how I think we should just operate as people and just allow ourselves to feel in whatever way that's gonna look like, right? Kind of like what I said about like just be human before. But I'm just saying, like, especially joy, I don't think we should gatekeep it as a response or celebration to tough times. I think it should just be. It's just the thing that everybody has or slash is seeking or reaching, right? Or returning to. And our happiness and our livelihood, like, those can be the feelings that we also still allow that are just different from maybe the people who mourn or the people who talk or the people who fight, you know, like, and it should still be an allowed response. I don't know, man, I feel like I'm being hella redundant. And I hope it's not the case. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just saying that you should always have your joy, especially, and I want to put the word Black intentionally before joy. You should always have your Black joy. That should be something that you don't expect to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because joy doesn't have to look like all the time. You know what I'm saying? It can just look like I'm chilling, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should always be good, because the world sulks. I mean, I don't want to sound, what's the adjective for cliche? Clichetic? No. Forget I said that. I don't want to sound hella typical, right? But so much shit is going to happen. I don't know about you. I don't know about y'all watching, but I'm 20. I am 20 years old. 1/5 of 100, okay? 1/4 of AD, whatever. 10 plus 10, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do the math however you need. I'm 20 and that is young. There's so much life. So much life. More life, right? That's what we all say during our birthdays on our Insta stories. More life. But really, like, there is so much more life, and not all of it is going to be jolly. Not all of it is going to be for celebration. Sometimes there will be mourning. Sometimes there will be pain. That's inevitable. But throughout all of it, I aspire to have my joy. Yeah, I just want to know my joy is there for me, as if it were a separate entity, right? I challenge all of you to find ways to keep joy as a constant and not let it be allowed or disallowed from everyone, from anyone, not even the Black community. If you are joyful in this moment, be joyful. If you want to be happy in this moment, be happy. If you want to be loud and angry in this moment, be loud and angry, and do what you need to do and express the feelings you need to feel to heal, right? To recover. And it's not even like a linear, like, boop boop, pain recovery process. That's life. It's cyclic. You know what I'm saying? But do what you gotta do and feel what you gotta feel, because ain't nobody should be telling you what's proper. And that's just what it is. I encourage you to reconsider your definition of joy, right? Like the climate versus weather concept of just like happiness and like those strong, sometimes present emotions, but like your joy is the like the baseline, right? It's what you always can return to. I challenge you to think about that definition. If you agree, if you don't, let me know in the comments. I really do want to hear more opinions because I'm still processing. Another idea, which is not super related to this video, but another idea I've been thinking about is like the relationship between joy and peace, because the way I define it kind of sounds like the same thing. I was talking to Glenn about that and I'm just like, but is it the same thing? I don't know. Tell me about your differences of that. Find ways, ooh, that's a good one. I also challenge you to find ways to consistently nourish your joy, whether that be through Black art and Black creation, right? I'm diving into painting. You know, I haven't been writing too much, but it's still something I know if I feel like it, I can lean on. I'm diving into taking walks, you know, enjoying the warmth. It's November. The climate crisis is here. She said, hey girl, but you know, while it's 75 in Boston in November, I'm gonna walk. I will, you know, do what you have to do to feel, to nourish your joy. Something that like should always be in your foreground, so always be on top of your priority list. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but you know what I'm trying to say. I challenge you to find ways to nourish your joy. Cooking, spending time with family, spending time alone, with friends, with your partner. Writing, journal, guys. Oh my gosh, I definitely want to do a 30-day journal. That's another video. Needs to stay focused. But all that to say, I love you. I said it before, but I'll say it again. Subscribe. I have a lot of new videos coming your way that I think are actually fun topics. I definitely want to, so I just turned 20. I mean, as per my last video you saw. But yeah, I want to talk about this transformation in a way that's not super like artistic like the last video I did, but just like, you know, just let's talk, let's have a conversation, you know. I hope I'm giving you vibes today. I haven't been here in a while, but I'm giving you a comfy sleigh, okay? A little cotton candy, tie-dye, fairy queen, boho beauty, you know. I hope you're feeling it. I hope you can't notice how quick I did this makeup. I hope we're just on the same page that we're gonna pretend like I did that. Right? Perfect, okay.
But anyway, I hope you have a good day, afternoon, evening, life. I mean, it's not a real goodbye, but I'm seeing you next video. I hope.
But yeah, I'll see you guys. I don't know when I'm posting this, but we're gonna try to get back to weekly uploads. That's totally attainable for me. I have time, I have ideas. I'm coming for you with content. Anyway, okay, check out my last video, check out the description box, subscribe again, like this video, comment, share on all your platforms. And I love you, and bye.